So we're going to keep this short because I know that the buffs have been out for a while. Yasuo and Yone are getting buffs, and alongside that, Grasp is getting nerfed. I know there were some changes to crit items, but overall, what does this mean? So Yasuo's getting the Q crit damage from 80 to 90, and he's also getting the bonus armor pen from 50 to 60 on crit. And I think that overall, this isn't like a massive buff. Like, I wouldn't say that it's above and going to turn Yasuo from like a A tier champion to like an S tier champion. Like, I still think he'll stay relatively the same, but it does change up what I believe to be his build. So right now there is a build going around where you can go either Grasp or Lethal Tempo. And with the Grasp nerfs, it might mean that Lethal Tempo will just take over. And if that's the case, on top of Yasuo getting crit damage buffs, I think that the debate between whether you go Stride Breaker or Shield Bow second is now just completely thrown out of the water, because it's going to be Greaves into Bork into Shield Bow, like no matter what. And I think that's probably going to end up being the build for Yasuo for the foreseeable future, or at least for this upcoming patch. So if you're playing Yasuo right now and you want to continue to abuse Stride Breaker, do it, because the build, I do believe with these crit changes, will now lean more towards trying to get those crit items a little bit faster. And because Shield Bow is such a strong item right now on Yasuo, it's definitely going to have to be a second item pickup. So Grasp of the Undying here is also getting changed, like I said, and it is losing quite a bit. It's not like a ton, but there still definitely is a significant nerf to it. So I'm not sure. It's difficult to say until you actually get to test it and play it out. Grasp just doesn't give you as much anymore for both healing and actual HP per stack. So it's going to make it so that overall the Stride Breaker build is going to be just a little bit weaker, as you're not benefiting from that much extra HP. So at the end of it all, I really do think that the Yasuo build is now going to lean towards Greaves, Bork, Shield Bow, and then from there, it's still going to be situational. I think that Stride Breaker can still definitely make its way into Yasuo's build because the extra HP, damage, and of course attack speed make it phenomenal, but there's also a case to be made for just capping out your crit now too. Like, you can still get the Mortal Reminder. It's a phenomenal item right now. And I know a lot of people were saying too, like maybe Flicker Blades or any of the other Zeal items, as you might actually want to get a Zeal a little bit earlier on too. So it really just depends. Again, very difficult to say what the exact build is going to be until the patch comes out and I get to test around a little bit with it more. But for sure, it's going to lean more towards the build that I've been mentioning. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. Just wanted to give my quick thoughts on the Yasuo changes and how I feel about them. So happy he's getting buffed because he feels like he's in an awkward spot. And I'm glad that it's not too overtuned to the point where people are going to start banning and complaining about him. So anyways, love you all. Can't wait to see you all on the next one. As usual, take care. And of course, peace out.